The Stampeders stun the Eskimos in Edmonton, while the Argos bomb the Bombers in Toronto. It was the biggest crowd of the season, 50,380, almost all solidly behind the Argos. One man who did not want to disappoint the horde was Mike the Pinball Clements. He sets the tone early, gathering in the opening kickoff and scampering into Blue Bomber territory. While the Pinball cast the first stone, it was up to David Williams to draw first blood. An early touchdown of the game, and all of a sudden, the mighty Bombers are reeling. Moments later, the Bombers stagger. Darrell K. Smith pulls in the game's second score. The momentum builds. Smith celebrates. The fans cheer. On offense, the normally average Blue Bombers look worse than mediocre. They look inept. Few Bombers did manage to acquit themselves well. One, offensive lineman Chris Walby, was not pleased with his team's efforts.
I think there's got to be a good check of some of the personnel. And I hate to say that, but you got to. So maybe losing this game this big will allow the people in charge up above to maybe reevaluate some of the situations we have here.
And as the Bombers were disappointed with their lackluster offense, worried about their struggling defense, the $24 million man, Raghib the Rocket Ismail, quickly let them know that no help would be coming from special teams. The rout was on in earnest now.
Their special teams put them in great field position. Every time they touched the ball on kickoff or punt return, they had the ball across the midfield line, so they were in great field position.
Meanwhile, the Argonaut offense could not be denied. When Matt Dunnigan left the game, his reliable backup Ricky Foggy picked up from where his mentor left off, throwing a strike to the brilliant Darrell K. Smith.
Well, I got lucky, I guess, with Darrell Smith came up with a great catch. And, you know, we came out on top and won the ball game.
The end was now at hand for the proud Blue Bombers. It had become a day of defeat for a feisty group that had rarely, if ever, been dealt with so thoroughly.
It's a time to be humble, and it's a time to be loud, and now it's a time to be humble because we get our butts kicked. And, hey, you know, always next year.
The Argos would coast to a 42-3 victory, and co-owner John Candy was an eager participant in the end-of-game festivities. So were Matt Dunnigan and Darrell K. Smith. And so, too, was the pinball. He accepted the congratulations of the fans and did his best to share the thrill of the trip to the Grey Cup with an adoring throng.